Hi, and welcome to the second episode of the Faceless podcast. In this podcast, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on stan culture. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you probably don't know what stans are. I'll get into that in a second. But I'm just going to start off with my genuine thought, just my immediate thought about stans. They are a terrible thing. They are absolutely horrible. And now I'm going to explain why. So first of all, I'm going to talk about where stans came from. A stan is literally defined as a stalker fan. The term stan was most popularized by Eminem back in the song Stan, where there was a trigger warning here if you're not a fan of death and shit and dark stuff. A fan killed themselves and his pregnant fiance because Eminem didn't write back to him. It was proper dark shit. And that's an actual story that happened. And he called it stan for stalker fan. Stan, which is not a good thing at all. Having the stan mindset is fucking horrible. Now, you may be thinking, I have some of those tendencies. Like, I obsess over certain things. Does that make me a stan? In my mind, no. There is a thing that I like to call superfan and a stan. Superfan is, for example, me. I consider myself a superfan of Minecraft. I love Minecraft so fucking much. Same with Overwatch. I consider myself a superfan of Overwatch, minus the esports side. I love Overwatch. I love the game to bits. I know a lot about it. But I wouldn't consider myself a stan because I wouldn't have a mental breakdown if the game servers went down for 5 seconds, or if Minecraft got an update, which I wasn't really much of a fan of. I wouldn't have a fucking mental fit over it. I would just go, tough shit, I guess. Stans wouldn't do that. They would have a mental breakdown. Stans have been around for a very long time, which makes sense. And I think the people that encourage stans are not good people. People that encourage stan behavior just don't deserve, like, the voice to be heard to talk about that. Example, Dream. He encourages his stans so goddamn much, and it genuinely pisses me off. Back when the stans thing was first kicking off, when it comes to like the Minecraft YouTuber community, which has ruined that community, I'll get onto that in a minute, Dream defended his fans, he called them, or his stans, by redefining what stan meant. Stan literally means, I'm gonna say it again, stalker fan. You are a fan that stalks that person into oblivion. And he tried to redefine that. He said that it was a bunch of people with a very strong liking and interest. I want to share that to everyone else. That's just a fan. Or a super fan. That is just a normal human being. There is a massive difference between that. And because he encouraged that, it's gone down a massive rabbit hole of shit with all the Minecraft YouTuber stuff, and that annoys me. Like, Minecraft YouTube before Dream was one of the most wholesome places on the planet. Sure, you would get the occasional thing that no one cared about or no one liked. Example, the Minecraft like porn clickbait. Like, no one liked that. But it's there. But it was such a small minority that not really anyone knew about it. And the Minecraft YouTube, if you wanted a safe space, you went to Minecraft YouTube. So 9 times out of 10, in fact no, 99 times out of 100, it would be the most wholesome place on the planet. Good fans that aren't too creepy, but are very happy to be in that community. A bunch of nice content can be less family friendly or fully family friendly, both equally as enjoyable. Minecraft was this harmonizing thing, and it's been ruined by stans. Fucking broken to the ground by stans. Back to Dream about stans. Back to that. When he said that stans are a good thing, everything went to shit. It went from just like people like being like, I love Dream so much, I want to do this too. Like, cosplaying is fine. You can cosplay. I have done that in the past. I have cosplayed in the past. For Halloween once, I went as Freddy Fazbear. I found that quite enjoyable. I understand why people cosplay, because I've done it a few times myself, and I might do that when I'm older and have the money and the time to do so. But then the people started going a bit weird. They went to like the blood thing, like they have Dream's masks shattered with blood dripping down them, dressing up like his Minecraft thing. Bit strange, but okay. Then it went to like the gore, like the proper gory shit, and that was really fucking weird. But over time, with the cosplaying part, the stands fucking cosplayed all these different people in the weirdest ways possible. Another example, Tommy in it. He was, just a regular old 16-year-old kid, 15, 16, 17, whenever you joined him. Before he got on the Dream SMP. Back when he was just a Skyblock YouTuber. Oh my god, he was a brilliant YouTuber. He still is. And his fans weren't creepy. They were normal. They were just teenagers. Regular old teens. But nowadays you get, like, the cosplay ones, again. Fucking dressing up as Tommy in it. Fine. Then dressing up as bloody Tommy in it. Okay. Acting as a child Tommy in it. What? And not as in child, as in, like, teen. As in, like, baby. Like, baby in it. Why? What the fuck is wrong with people? I sometimes I have to laugh at this just to get past it without getting pissed off as much. Again, a similar thing with Dream. I remember there being a TikTok account. I don't watch TikTok, but I saw a clip of it of someone that was talking "Papa baby wake and a fucking Dream cosplay with a Dream dummy, fucking being Dream as a fucking baby watching his manhunts on repeat. But the scary part about that wasn't him cosplaying, that was him being him. And that is fucking terrifying. Some of these people don't do this cosplaying as like a thing to cosplay. Like, I appreciate this person so much, I'm gonna be like them. I'm gonna dress up like them to show my appreciation. It goes from cosplaying to being them, or trying to be them. And it is so fucking weird. I don't get it. I'll never understand it. Like, And another thing about, I think I'm gonna go away from the cosplay section from it now. Then you've got the ones that there's a separate category of stands. I'm not sure what to call them, but they're the what would I call them? The sensitive stands. Took me a while to find the word. The sensitive stands. They are the ones that look up to this creator massively, as bad as regular old stands. Like fucking, oh my god, I love this person, and it's creepy as fuck. And then, but whenever the creator does something that they don't agree with, instead of going, oh well, I don't really like that, they'll go on Twitter and go on Twitter, just fucking typing shit out, like saying, oh, he said dumb, I don't like that word, because they're fucking retarded. Like, I'm pretty sure there was once a time where fucking Dream stands were getting mad at Dream for rigging this year's mob vote. But he didn't do anything! He was suspended off Twitter, apparently, and he suspended mob vote. Yeah. Those stands that get sensitive over nothing is so dumb. There are some jokes that have been said that I agree with that shouldn't have been said. But instead of going like trying to cancel them, ruin their career, tell them off, blah 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 blah, and like have this massive rant at them, pretty much telling them to get off the platform, kill themselves and shit that I've seen on Twitter. I'd rather it just be like, hey, I don't think many people are really a fan of this joke, and by a few I mean a majority. Can you please try and refrain from making those jokes again? That is what a fan would do. A fan would try and be civil. A stan would try and go fucking AWOL, try and dox you and fucking, they dox you, they tell you to kill yourself, they try and figure out everything about you, just so that other people can go and genuinely try to murder you. And that's kind of creepy. What else is there about sensitive stans? Oh yeah, and then if you defend them, they try and dox the people that defend them. What the fuck is wrong with people that dox others? Like having a go at them. It's really dumb, but okay. But genuinely leaking someone's personal information is just on a whole nother level of dog shit, like batshit insane crazy. It's almost on the same level as Karen's, which leave that to a different podcast. In fact, no, it's probably worse than Karen's actually. But trying to dox people, half the time, luckily, they fail, but sometimes they get it perfect. Why? Genuinely, I'm asking if one of those stands that have doxed people because they don't agree with it. What the is watching this? What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, if I got mad at someone, really goddamn angry at someone on the internet, would I try and figure out where they live and expose them? No. I just block them and move on. And that's what you should do. If you don't like something, block them and move on. Easy. Like, maybe say, oh, I'm going to block this person because of this, and then move on. That's what you should do, not just fucking dox people, because it's fucking retarded. Absolutely retarded. Oh yeah, when, I'm pretty sure once in Jackbox, there was Fundy, he made like a rape joke, but, I think it was apparently it was like a reference to South Park. He made a rape joke, and it was a reference to South Park, and everyone went fucking mental. Which is understandable. Like, that's one of the few times I've kind of understood where it's come from, because it's a rape joke. Like, it's rape. So I kind of understand where that's coming from. But if it's a reference to a show, it kind of belittles it a little bit. Not a lot, but it belittles, like, the severity of it a little bit, because it's a reference to a dark show. Plus, Jackbox is a very fucking dark thing anyways, because people just... Jackbox is one of those things where everyone goes completely fucking mental and just say what they want to say. But, move away from that for a side tangent. I'm pretty sure once there was a joke made about... I can't remember what it was. But it was... I can't remember the exact joke because it was stupid. But there was like a very non-mean joke made, like saying like... I think it was... I can't remember. I think it was one of the Dream SMP members. They said retard. Which in my opinion, if you want my honest opinion on saying the word retard, go for it. I say it all the time. I say, bro, that's retarded. That's fucking retarded all the time. And I say retard constantly. I don't mean it in the offensive term to someone that has got, like, how do I put it? It's got, I think it's called, like, retard disabilities, or whatever it is. Where they've, like, because retard is an actual term for someone that's got a mental disability. But first of all, I have ADHD, which is, I think it's a neurodivergent, mental thing. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure, like, neurodivergent issues are allowed to say retard, so I have the rights to say it. But people that get, like, proper went at one of them for saying retard. Why? Why? If you don't like them saying that word, just say it. Don't fucking dox them. That section over. What's next? And then well, not last, actually. I think I've got a few more I can talk about, but next I'm going to talk about super stands. You thought stands were bad? Super stand is 10 times worse, in my opinion. Super stands. Alright, so a stand, people that look up to someone so much that they like all the shit I've done before. They've cosplayed them, they've been sensitive to them, they want to be like them, they want to be them, shit like that. A super stan is someone that won't just, like, try it, and obviously, like, not be them, but, like, be like, hey, look, I look like this guy. A super stan will try to be them 100%. Example, TikTok. Again, TikTok and Twitter, they're two of the worst fucking platforms for these people. They are fucking horrible. Twitter because it's toxic, TikTok because it's fucking TikTok. I don't like TikTok. There were accounts at one point, and I'm not sure if they're still up, or if they've been deleted, or if people have given up watching them or something. But there was, I swear down, there was a TikTok account based on someone that was trying to figure out everything possible about Dream. It might not have been TikTok, might have been Twitter, I don't know. But I know there was either one or a group of people that were trying to figure out everything about Dream so that they could be him. Not as in, like, oh, we could get as much information as possible so we can do a cool cosplay, or oh, so we could get some accurate in our animations, like statists, animations and stuff. No, they were trying to become Dream themselves. Like, they literally were buying green hoodies, like making their own paper masks, finding people that were like, I think Dream is like what, 6'1"? Was it 6'1" that he said? I can't remember. But like saying like Dream, like trying to find people that were 6'1" that also had the same interest, so they could make their own Dream, and that was fucking terrifying when I found that out. Apparently, it's stopped. Hopefully, it stopped. Another thing a super stan will do is if they hear that their I'm just gonna say idol, their idol lives in the same state, country, continent, planet as them, they will try to find them. Not as in like doxing, where they like trying to find little bits of information to try and piece together where they live. As in like they will just go around everywhere, looking, searching for them. It's like really creepy, and I think super stans, they all come from masked creators. Like right now, I'm not showing my face right now. I've got an image of something up, but if I want to, hi, this is me. But masked creators, they have this mysteriousness about them. I've always liked masked creators. Like for example, Nux, his stuff is great. I've watched a little bit of Corpse Husband, Dream. I did watch before the stan culture stuff, and all these H2O Delirious, all these faceless creators. There's a sense of mystery behind them, and I genuinely believe that creates more of a fan base. I'm only showing my face now, so I don't, because I have some sort of theory about stans and faceless creators, which I'll get onto in a second. But they are so much more reserved and have so much more of a private life that it's kind of respectable that they're not showing their face. It's also respectable if you do show your face. Both ways, but in a different sense. And this is where I think stans come from. Stans like to know every little thing about people. And it's when mass creators show part of them. For example, Corpse Husband. There's one picture of him with his hand out, or like his hand down, and he's taking a selfie through the mirror. And it didn't show his face, it just showed his lower body. I heard that there were people, I heard from another YouTuber, that there were people that could recognize Corpse Husband, not from his voice, but from his hands. They saw his hands in public and went, that's Corpse Husband. How fucking creepy is that? Imagine, the only picture you've shown of yourself is of your hand. And people walk up to you and they go, hey, I recognize your hands. Are you whoever? How creeped out would you be? I know, if that was me, I would say, I would be fucking creeped out, terrified, and want to get away from them. Because, understandable, you recognize someone's face, understandable, faces are very distinguishable between people. Everyone's got their own face. Some people look similar, but everyone's got their own very unique, distinguished face. Hands, on the other hand, they all look the fucking same. Like, some are a bit bigger, some are a bit skinnier, but that's about it. Skinny, big, skin tone. It. There's nothing else to it. So if you can recognize someone from someone's hands, you are fucking weird. And people also recognize YouTubers from their voices. For example, masked YouTubers. Example, Corpse Husband. It makes sense. He's got that very deep voice because of like a throat thing. So his voice is very deep. So it's obviously going to be recognizable to anybody that hears it. But I think Nux, the VTuber, has said that he has been recognized in public from his laugh, which it's quite an iconic laugh, so that kind of makes a bit more sense. H2O Delirious, his voice is quite iconic. It's kind of possible. I've heard that he's been recognized in public from his voice. But there are some creators that I've heard that have been recognized for their voices, and their voices are just normal voices. I can't remember who, because I stopped watching them ages ago. But I remember them saying, like, oh, I was recognized there, just because they heard me talking, because I was ordering food, and they heard my voice, and they went, is that you? And yeah, I think the same thing happened with the Odd Ones Out. Someone recognized him from his voice when he did a face reveal. I'm not sure if that's true, though, so I might be wrong on that. But yeah, recognizing people from their face makes a fuck ton of sense. Recognizing people from their voice makes a bit less sense, but kind of understandable. Recognizing people from their body parts that aren't face or recognizable bits. What the fuck is wrong with people? I just don't get these people. And I never, ever will understand it. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna go back to stans in the Minecraft YouTuber community. And how they have ruined that community. Tarnished its reputation. First of all, why do I think it's tarnished the reputations of Minecraft YouTubers? Well, if I go back to a Mumbo Jumbo video, okay? If I go back to Mumbo Jumbo, back in like 2018, before Dream, before Tommy Innit, before Tubbo, before all the Dream SMP lot, you did have the occasional stand, but they were a very, very, very small community of like maybe 100 people in total out of millions. But Mumbo Jumbo back in 2018, he had such a loyal fan base, but they weren't stands. They would cosplay as him, but in a fun way, in a genuinely heartwarming way of going, hey, I like your content, I dressed up as you. Same with, what's another YouTuber from back in there? Stampy! One of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers that unfortunately doesn't get as many views anymore, but that's because we all grew up. He had, I'd say, kid stands, which are just what kids do. They stand people. It's only when you really hit your like 10s and upwards that you realise that that's a bit weird, so you just be a fan of them. So that makes sense with Stampy. Ballistic Squid, similar story. Who else was there that's a Minecraft YouTuber back in the day? J-Schlatt. J-Schlatt, it still kind of is. When he did Minecraft videos on SMP Live, Call Me Carson, and I think Connor Eats Pants before, because I think he's on Dreamless. Connor Eats Pants on the SMP Live. All that lot. They had such a loyal fan base, but none of them were creepy as hell, because whenever someone was creepy, like saying, oh, blah, 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 like all the random stand shit that happens, like, I can't think of an example. For example, going, like, being like a baby schlap. Like, he would fucking denounce that. He would go like, hey, stop that, that's too fucking weird, stop it. Same with Call Me Carson, and, Connor Eats Pants, they'd all do that. But one mistake was made, and that was Dream's tweet helping stands. He himself, in my opinion, Dream himself has caused stands to become what they are today, and as big as they are today. Dream is the issue. Now, can I do anything about that? No, I'm never going to be able to do anything about that. Stands will live forever. Can I do anything about denouncing the amount of stands? No, because no one's ever going to hear me, and also, they don't listen to people. Stands don't listen to people. And do I think that Dream has ruined the Minecraft YouTuber community? In a way, yes. Bringing its popularity back? Kinda. Bringing more people to Minecraft? Kinda. But has he ruined the fans? The fan base behind it? Partly. There is that part of the fan base that has been fucking ruined. And I hate that. Luckily though, there is still that... It's still a minority. It is luckily still a minority of people that just get a massive voice because these YouTubers have a fuck ton of subs. Like Dream. Probably one of the biggest YouTubers at the moment with like, I think it's like 29 million, 28 million. I don't know what he's at and I don't care. Because he's got such a big voice, and when someone talks about Dream on Twitter, it goes fucking mental. Because everyone's always searching Dream, Tommy Innit, Dream, Tommy Innit, Dream, Tommy Innit, Rambo, fucking Tubbo. It's fucking retarded. Like, it will always be retarded. These people that think that this is okay, and the people that endorse it that think it's okay. It's not. Luckily, some YouTubers that have stands try their best to denounce them. I'm pretty sure Tommy Innit has said Not publicly, or like not like saying outright stans are bad, but I'm pretty sure he has said in the past that not specifically stans, but I think he was alluding to stans when he said something similar of like, these people aren't okay. Like, he understands that they'll always be there, but he's not a fan of it. Like when there was people making NSFW of him. He did not appreciate that. He didn't want that. He said on stream he doesn't want it. And also he was 16 at the time, which is legal in the UK, but these people are in the US, so we're going to treat it with US laws. Since it in most states is like 18, 21, the age of consent, meaning that they were technically during child porn. So that was a massive thing as well. Fan art. Oh, I never did the fan art bit. I'll do the fan art bit now. Yeah. The stan fan artist. You got your regular fan arts, you know? Yeah, like, yeah, you got your kid fan arts, where it's just kids drawing pictures. Like, kids that aren't the most talented artists that are drawing pictures. And you can tell that comes from a genuine place. Artists drawing normal pictures of, like, let's say, the Dream SMP war that happened. Let's say, like, drawing a normal image of it, of them all fighting. Great. Tommy in it on Bed Wars. Great. Tommy on Skyblock. Great. Technoblade in the Potato War. Great. Dream in his Manhunts. Great. All these pictures being normal. And then you've got the stan artists, the people with all this talent, and they throw it in the garbage. When one thing that was happening was the Dream gore art. If you don't know what gore art is pretty much very, very graphically gory art. Hence the name gore art. But like, some of them were like weird. Like, I understand having like blood on your character if it's like a shot of them like in peril, because, you know, that's happened with the Dream SMP before. Character's been in peril, blah 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 blah. Bunch of bullshit I don't care about. And then there was some that was literally like Dream and George with his fucking chest being open with guts spilling everywhere. Apparent. Like, this was all censored. I saw it off a YouTube video, but this was all censored, luckily, so I don't have to go through that. But you can imagine it. There was one where, like, his arm was cutting off and he was just having a casual conversation to George, which had all his limbs off. There was one where they literally molded Dream's fucking stature into being a chair. That sounds horrible. But why do these exist? Stans that don't get it. They don't understand. It's like the same with the, like what I mentioned before, the NSFW Tommy in it. He didn't want that. They continued. And it's technically illegal. So, yeah, that's not good. And then you've got, like, okay, NSFW. I'll talk about that for a bit. It's a weird concept. It'll always be there. There is no such thing as something that exists on the internet without NSFW. Like, there will be eventually everything will have NSFW. That's just a fact. Rule 34 of the internet. If it exists, there's porn of it. So that makes a bit of sense. But it's these stans that continue making it. What else on the fan art bit about it? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, there was also stans that were like drawing fan art of Dream, Tommy in it, like ships, which is fair. Like, but only if it's friendly. Like, if they're, let's say they're not gay and they don't want ship art, they'll still do ship art. For example, people ship Tommy in it and Tubbo, like as like a friendship thing. Understandable. As an actual gay thing, no, because I don't think either of them are gay or bisexual. So I don't see the point in doing that. And I'll never understand the point of people shipping characters that aren't canonically like gay or bi or whatever at the same gender. Like, if they are not the same gender, or they are gay or bi or lesbian, whatever, fine, ship them. Ship them with whoever, don't care, as long as it makes sense with their character. But there was people like shipping like Satnap and George, Dream and Satnap, Dream and Babu Halo and Skeppy, fucking everything. And it went from just like being like, oh, friendly ship, to lovers ship, which is a bit weird, but okay, have your fantasies, to sexual shipping, which is just another fucking whole level. Again, these fan artists that don't know when enough is enough, or when to fucking stop. And I think I've just figured out everything in just that one statement. Stans don't know where to draw the line. For example, me. Like, I could right now be a Minecraft stan. I could literally try and become Minecraft Steve if I want to, but I have, mentally, everyone has that line to draw. I have drawn that line at everything that I see. Friendships, talking to people. I've had to push some of my lines back from how obsessed I was getting. For example, back when I was in like year 7, year 8, when I was playing Overwatch, like when I first got proper into Overwatch, I made that line too far out. I was getting way too much with it, and I way too much into it. Way too much, and I realized I need to stop. So I pulled that line back, and I've lived a much happier part. I was living much happier then. Because whenever there is an issue, you either need to push your lines forward a little bit or push them back. Pushing them back is when you've gone too far. Push them forward is when you think you can get away with a bit more. But there is a line with art when it comes to real people. The NSFW gore art line. Only cross it if they allow you to cross it. If they say, you can make this, cross that line. If they don't, if they say you can't make this, don't cross the line. It's simple as that. You're allowed to know where I live. Cross the line of trying to figure that out. You're not allowed to know where I live. Don't cross that line. It's such a simple, basic concept that every human being is embedded with. But none of these stans seem to understand how to draw that line. Which makes sense, because fucking, like, half of them act like 4-year-olds that don't know how to use a fucking pen. So it makes sense they don't know how to draw a goddamn line. But yeah, that's been this rant about stans. I could probably go on a bit more, but currently I'm out of shit. Like, that's just like, because none of this has been, like, written down. This is all spontaneous crap that's happened, like, in my head. If I wrote this down, I'd probably be going on for 2 hours. But yeah, so my final thoughts on stans. Are they good? No. Is there a form of stan that is good? No. Is there a weaker version of a stan that is good? Superfan. Yes, they're a good thing because they're just a really good, really heavy fan of something that doesn't go across the lines. Are fans a good thing? Fans are amazing. Fans are amazing because they watch your content and enjoy it. They respect your boundaries. And fans can cool you down if you get the fan type that is, you know, the spinny thing that's got blades. It calms you down. And where do I think the origins of stans came from? No idea. They've been around. But where do I think they come from? From Twitter. Dream. Have they ruined communities? They have destroyed communities. Not just ruined them. They have left some communities to rubble. Do I think that these YouTubers that have stans that commend them, aka Dream, should stop commending them? Absolutely. I think they should stop. That's been it for this podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video /podcast.